So, hello and welcome to DesignChat, the best live design discussion on the internet. I'm your host, Ryan McGovern. On Twitter, I'm at Hoopajube and at DesignChat. Today is awesome because we broadcast on the awesome platform. Can I say awesome enough? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Vokle, Vokle, Vokle.com. On Twitter, they're at Vokle. And we are talking to the man, Mr. Robert Kiraz, founder and CEO of Vokle, who we believe is going to be a huge success. Golf clap. Thank you, Robert, so much for coming tonight. Dude, you have the Cadillac of interfaces. You have the prime setup, and all you are going to blow up. This Vokle, I swear, I've been telling you, I've been telling everybody I can tell that I really believe this platform is the future of live video broadcasting.
No, we've been working on the platform since 2008 officially, and we launched about 6 months ago. So it's still sort of in that early beta stage, but it's kind of we're fine tuning it, making it better every day. I'm not the typical startup founder. I didn't really, I don't even know what typical really is. But I didn't go to I'm sorry, I went to film school. I didn't go to business school. I sort of come more from an artistic or creative background, not so much pure business background. I consider myself more sort of creatively driven and finding sort of artistry in anything I do, whether it's sort of the mock-ups that lead to the designs that lead to the product, or whether it's sort of creative marketing and things like that.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about the sort of state of the union, where you guys are right now, and sort of where you want to be and things you might be working on?
Where we are now is, well, like I mentioned, we launched the site about 6 months ago. We've been getting a lot of great feedback, and we've been starting to unveil some new features, like sort of incrementally. We have a new front page, and we're going to be entering a pretty fast development cycle soon, which means new features will be implemented on a much more rapid basis. But we're going to be looking to raise some additional funding and expand the platform in the next 6 months. Our ultimate goal, I should probably start by telling you a little bit about the core ideology for what we do. Again, this might differ from a lot of other live streaming sites to have an actual belief in anything or core ideologies that matter. And maybe that comes from sort of my creative background, but our goal with Vokle is to do something kind of altruistic. It's to humanize the internet. And that's, I know that's a bold thing to try to go and do, but if you think about it, the most personal sort of interactions you have are, well, first off, it's your real life interactions where you can talk to somebody and you're right there. And the next best thing is live video. And it's got to be live. It can't be archived. There can't be that staggered communication over days and weeks. It's got to be live. It's personal. You can roll off each other and connect to people, connect to the audience, connect to the co-hosts. So for us, we see live video as that next sort of frontier in making the internet a lot more personal, and as a result, the world a smaller place.
Because of this platform, because of things like this, I get to talk to you guys every week. I get to talk to some of the most amazing people in the design world, and I think that same that same sort of motivation, that same sort of excitement can happen for the audience members of shows like this. Because guess what? Like you just said, they can jump on video and ask questions and be face to face with some of their heroes in design, people we aspire to be like. There is a lot of undiscovered talent in this country that does not get exposed. And there are venues like this which will bring those people to the larger community. And it's a very exciting thing for me, and I think it's a very exciting thing for the design community as a whole, which makes me believe so much in your platform and what you're doing.
I don't think that, I think Vokle is a result of its time. Vokle would not have made sense before Twitter, or would have probably not made sense before Facebook. Web conferencing has been around for a long time. It's been used for business purposes and things like that. But the fact that we're kind of bringing web conferencing and sort of saying it's not web conferencing, it's not a virtual boardroom anymore, spelled BORED. No, it's more of an actual town hall platform, and you can actually reach out to a community.
I think we're witnessing an experience right now that is going to define the next 20 years in digital technology. much like the television, changed the living room, that sort of thing. I really think it's going to be that transformative. And I feel sort
I hope
of
so.
blessed to be part of this, startup sort of environment. It's a very exciting time.
We made a history of communication video. And I mean, we had this random idea of showing sort of the connection between the evolution of communication, the evolution of our society, and how they're both sort of like deeply linked. Every time there's a major move forward with some communications technology, it dramatically changes this civilization at the time. The idea here is let's do that. So we found an animator over there at UCLA, the best animator they had. I sat down with him, we talked. He loved the idea. I showed him some inspiration art, totally up his alley, and we created the video.
How did you go from film school to Tech Whiz? Do you miss it, and will you go back?
Yes, I do miss it, and yes, I would like to go back at some point. I feel like it doesn't. To me, mediums don't matter that much. Mediums can be put on hold. Medium being film is a medium, a painting is a medium, a radio broadcast, a video broadcast, startup. All these things are just sort of just choices that we make in industries that we work in. What really that's almost irrelevant. What matters to me is the core ideology, the purpose, and what is the kind of the meaning of why I do what I do. And for me, all of my films were about essentially the same thing that Vokle is about. It's about kind of democratizing information, knowledge, sort of my USC films, because I went to USC Film School, were a little bit more aggressive, more sort of kind of fighting back against propaganda, media control, things like that. So they were sort of experimental. They were pretty good, actually. But essentially, it's I'm still making films. It's just instead of a film, it's a startup. But it's the root purpose is still there intact. It doesn't matter if it's a film or startup or anything.
Cool, man. Well, on that note, be ridiculous, be entertaining, get on Vokle, participate in community. Robert, thank you again for coming out tonight. It was really a cool experience to hear the backstory of what's going on over there, man. We all believe in you, and we can't wait to just keep on using this. And by the way, when this is published, this will be episode number 60 of Design Chat. So I think it's fitting that we hit the sort of 1 year of episodes with Robert on here on Vokle. So thanks again for coming.
That's awesome.
And we appreciate you very much.
No, congratulations on episode 60. Glad to be here. Anytime.
Cool, Robert. All right, we're going to sign out for tonight. Thank you, Design Chatters, for coming out. We're going to be here next week, same time, same bat channel, at 8 o'clock on Wednesday. So check us out. Follow us on Twitter at DesignChat. And I am Ryan McGovern at Hoopajube, and Robert Kiraz at Vokle. Good night, everybody.
Later.